I look like my leg hurts. I'm trying not to. Trying to get a camera angle too, but this one's not. I turned it down. That's why. Now it's on. Okay. I turned it off yesterday because I stayed in this room and I didn't want it to feed somehow, the paranoia. Don't even go there. Thank you. Dusty made me this one. This is my holdover shirt until he sends me my goth tie-dye because I don't wear tie-dye. So I figured I'd wear it at least once before I gave it to Papa Cat, made him wear it. Hello, Sunrise Joy Learn Daily. Hello, Kakan. How are you today, Professor? And I did say I'd look that up. Okay. I actually have notes today, so it doesn't wind up wandering into some weird girl hangout like it did yesterday. Hmm. Papa Cat even said, "Yeah, got little girly, didn't it?" Hmm. Ooh, that's what it is. It's actually warm up here. Had my first hot flash of the day. Anyway, so yeah, adjusting things, putting things up. You know how it is. Tie-dye so cool. I've never been into tie-dye, and considering I lived here in the 70s, we even made it in class once. I don't know how they could do it this time, but it sure wasn't kid-friendly paint. Let's see. You have to go back and watch yesterday's show. It's sincerely all the boys leave except for Cricket, Adam, and Nebula shows up later. All the boys disappear because we just got into girl stuff big time. Actually, not well. No, it sort of degenerated into girl stuff. It started out as eating correctly. What's up, girl? Yes, I know. Birdie's looking at my closet because it's open. I know. Is that confusing or what? I asked my brother to feed the girls this morning. Two bowls close together. They're like usually 10 feet apart, and they're just piled with cat food. It was hilarious. It was cat food out of the ball because I have some feeling somebody just had a ball with it. And I was wondering why nobody bothered me at all. They probably have eaten for the whole day. What are you doing? No, you can't go up there. Birdie's been hiding back in her old spot, which is hilarious. I keep putting purses back there and then cleaning it out and putting purses back there and cleaning it out. I'm just gonna sincerely go through the purse pile and get it down to what I really want. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi. I was gonna say I saw KA in here somewhere. There he is. Yeah, the tie-dye. But I floated by a Dusty channel for a second and I saw this black, I don't know if you call it a cow patty or not, with like lines in it and went, "Oh, that's mine, isn't it?" And took off. My God, I'm perspiring. I never perspire. Um, so I was just like, and then Dusty came on here like yesterday and said, "Uh-huh, I got it." And I'm like, "What?" So you just got a new eye palette? From whom? That's the only girl thing we'll do. No more coats and no more hats and purses. Well, no, today's Tuesday. I'm usually off by a day anyway because I don't really have a delineated like day off or not. And Papa Cat, when he's here, I know, it's just it melds together. So I have to keep remembering because I go pick him up from the airport tomorrow. So the Broham's staying with me for one more day. I just made it easy and just had it be me and him. And I was going to come up early yesterday, and I was like, wait a minute, I appreciate my brother. So I stayed down there, and we watched was it Frank Sloop's Pena County sheriff making stops. I love that guy. He's so cool. So let me see. I saw Aaron's plea to stop yesterday. I don't blame him because, yeah, our side doesn't seem to be stuck on destroying the aftermath. It's like um better things to do. So I understood. I mean, it's got to get relentless because I'm on the Reddit feeds um under a different name, of course. Um and I read them and it's just like they do some not most of the time. I'd say 80% of the time it's completely bounce off, whatever. But there's that 20% that it's like, really? Do you really have to? I want to answer, no, shut up. You're just watching. Da, da, da. This is to make up for not watching Scott's feeds. I don't watch anything with Scott in it. So I read the Reddits and it's just like, can we just let it go? And occasionally somebody says, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, see? And then they don't really get piled on. They just get, you don't know what you're talking about sort of thing. So, stopping by to hit the like, and now I'm going to go take a nap. Take care. I wish I could nap, Scooter. I really do. I hate you. I'm jealous. Meh. Never been able to nap, even when I was in kindergarten. My kindergarten teacher had all three of us. So when she got to me, she knew better. When they went to lay down, she just put me in a corner with a book. So um, I got it from Alter Ego. They do copies of more expensive palettes for an exorbitant price. It's a brand neutral, several beautiful golds. Make sure you wear it tomorrow. I want to see it because I'm having to exchange. I got a lot of morph stuff and it's okay. Wasn't that great? And they seems to be just a flash in the pan sort of thing. So I would love to replace some other ones that have fallen apart. Okay. Anyway. Yep. I understand, Fuzz. I am not a napper, never have been. The only time I ever nap is when I'm sick. And I mean sick. So that's it. Or I'm in pain. And I have to be in a lot of freaking pain because I have not taken a nap with my leg. Um, okay. No, I'm just keeping an eye on the time. 10 minutes on, 30 minutes off. It helped yesterday. And weirdly enough, walking up the stairs bent over because I have a new lamp to use in the other room because the floodlights, built-in lights, whatever the lights up there, um, vibrate. And we haven't been able to find a replacement because they're shallow depth or something. So I really can't use the overheads because I can see them. Bet you it's a headache thing. I bet you people who get migraines can see that stuff really easy. So I don't use them. So I've gotten floor lamps. I'm only in the second one there. I'll probably bring that one in here because I think it's gold too anyway. So, and the Hello Kitty stuff is with the gold, even though it is in the other room. Papa Cat's not a big fan of gold. So some people just become goths because they like black and silver, not black and gold. I can't nap either or fall asleep, but waking up from naps is miserable. My the chiropractor said yesterday, she said, "Well, rest." And I went, "Does that include like taking a nap?" And she's like, "Well, nap if you can." I said, "I can't." She goes, "Neither can I." Which is so good because trying to explain to someone that you can't nap who can is really hard because it's like then you get the just relax. And it's like, no, it has nothing to do with relaxing, people. It just is, there you go. What? I'm gonna get you a lava, I'm gonna put you on a lavalier one of these days, and I'm gonna go someplace where you like meow. She's finally getting used to the brother. It's last night spending here, and she's finally getting used to him. She even came down yesterday to like eat. I've had to feed her on the third floor. And she even looked at him because I know he's going to be around more when the boys get here. Because who can resist kittens? I'm going to totally bribe all my friends so they get socialized with come over, have we'll go eat dinner and play with the kittens. I'm evil. I'm evil. So, there are two types of people in this world, nappers and non-nappers, and they mirror each other. Yes, yes. Papa Cat can nap. Um, I napped for a short period of time, a few years, and it was always on Papa Cat's lap. I don't know how he put up with me sleeping there. Um, but popped right back out of it. I was like, "Ooh, I'm going to be a napper." Yeah. But Papa Cat after dinner is usually, and that's like the worst time. But if he's tired and stuff, I let him sleep on the couch because I don't really talk much. So sorry, I've got probably her hair in my eyes. Um, so yeah, he'll sleep on the couch because I'm on a love seat. Um, and then when I know he's supposed to wake up, because me, unlike him, can wake him up when he tells me to. Unless I think he's really, really tired, then I'll let him sleep. But I've also realized that him napping after dinner is making it hard for him to go to sleep at night. So I don't let him do that anymore. And I want to start walking even with the messed up leg, even if it's just starting around the commune to work out, because it's just a nerve. And I really, really hate nerve damage. I have it. I can't stand it. I'm going to get my brain out of this. Sorry, she's just like sniffing around. Bird, bird, what are you doing? Birdie, Lady Bird, Mrs. Johnson, as her butt disappears into the closet. That's how it escalates. So I'm sure it's gonna be the same way with Imhoff and Clinton. It'll be like Bill, Doug, Billy, Dougie, Mr. Clinton, Mr. Imhoff. Ah. So okay. Yes, so I saw Aaron's thing about stopping, and he's right. We don't have we have better things to do, stuff like that. So that's why I was surprised that they're still going at it full bore. It's like, I mean, I know MLH and us, she jumped on something. MLH and us have fun with Scott, but let's face it, Scott deserves it. Sorry. Um that and it's creative. It's not just bitching and moaning and what da, da, da. It's like the songs and the cartoons and like the commercials is like when we get done with Scott, they'll move on to something else that'll be really cool. So I sort of think of the Pinata Playhouse as like now instead of the kids going from stealing a pinata and taking it to someone's backyard, I think of it as them taking the pinata, running it to like this playhouse, and then they act around it. Pretty much reminds me of like SCTV. Let's see. Mm. Hmm? Mm. Mm. I was watching Erin do chalk art today with Jamie, and the first thing that I wrote, ah, you know I'm on right now, Pam. That's Beetlejuice Pam. She just texted me. Dawn, Nurse Dawn. Um, First thing I wrote down because I was eating breakfast slash lunch. Jamie is Aaron's bitch. No, when you are doing something that is stressful in a stressful situation, you get grouchy. I'm with them. Adam, you should get here earlier, Mr. Big Giant Head. Thank you. Ah, Top Chat GPT routinely makes things up. Yep, and I just changed. Did I miss anything in the middle? Nope, I don't think so. Okay. Um, because Aaron was being grouchy with Jamie when he started, and it was like, yes and no. I mean, he's grouchy. whatever, 200% humidity. I believed. I really did. So as he's out there trying, and they were just starting, he calms down. It's cute. But Jamie even said, if I was uncomfortable with this, I wouldn't be here. Somewhere along here, I said he should have a mic and then a comma when he gets a little better, meaning when he can start separating better. Because at one point he's just reading him things off, and Aaron's like, um, "Can you not read me this? Can you not tell me?" And it was just like it was hilarious. And he said he thought, was it? Let me see. Let me find it. Oh, I wrote, boys are always harder to raise from what I've seen because I don't have kids. I'm a childless cat lady. And because he said he raised three girls and he wasn't prepared. And I was like, I'm thinking, no, boys are worse. Girls, I don't know, being one, I guess, or a woman, I don't know. But I always thought boys were harder because they're sneaky. Women are wily, the difference. But boys don't pay attention and they're sneaky. And that's what And I know the don't pay attention part because it's been really bugging me lately. So when Jamie was literally 1 second away for a conversation, Aaron said something. Jamie goes, "What?" I'm just like, "Ooh, ooh, boys, boys." That's when I wrote, "Boys are harder to raise." Oh, and oh, the emblem on private property or on public property. I need to go look that up. When I can walk in City Hall here because they have one here. I've mentioned it. I've shown it. They have an emblem on the ground in front of the door at Scientology. It's not as big as you think. It's smaller than a manhole cover. But it's a Scientology emblem and it's on public property. So I'm like, I want to see how, what, where, because it's not something common either in San Francisco. There aren't a lot of emblems in the ground. The emblems were like history. There's something called a history trail in North Beach that shows you where you're going up a trail that's around the corner. And that's what the tourist guides who don't know of me, that's where they take because it's like the free tour or whatever it is. Volunteers do tours and they'll take them up to the trail marker up the street. And my tour guide, everything's mine, my UPS, my tour guide, he'll stop or he won't stop while he's walking by. He'll go, "Don't go in there." To Scientology, which is really cute. So that had to be not public because San Francisco isn't really public for having, or isn't really known for having public tourist emblems. You have to pay for everything. So the landmark um, on the side of Scientology, the Transamerica building was paid for. I'm sure the things in the ground were paid for. I want to know just how much maybe they paid for it and what they did for it. Because it might have also done like an exchange where they had to let people in or something, some kind of public exchange for it at the same time. I know that the stars in Hollywood are paid for. Um, yeah, you figure Hollywood would have learned eventually, but no, you have to pay for have those stars. That's why they're not consistent. So yeah, that is one thing I am honestly nosy about. Do I have a highlighter in here? Even my highlighters are erasable, guys. Let's see. No. Is this one? Yes. Ooh. See, I'm not a big highlighter person, and I think I'm paying for it. I think my highlighters are drying out. Damn it. Okay, do you want my highlighters? I don't know if they're drying out or I just didn't expect them to be this light. I'm gonna put big old stars here so I'll remember to do it. Oh, let's see. I don't think Jamie notices Aaron's frustration. Yeah, he's still having too much time. Hi, Cobelf. He's still too excited about doing it. So Jamie Castro is a true OT. What is that? Emblems in the Ground is my favorite Nazareth album. Oh my God. You are goofy. Ooh, I'm on the lower Ozempic and I'm fluffing out already. That's weird. Hmm. I better look at something. Here we go, hunting on the internet. Go on the internet. Always when you bring up, I turned my computer completely off today. That's why I was just like, damn it. I couldn't be on time if my life depended on it. I realize this. And it's the time dysmorphia crap, which I thought was a big joke until, nope, it's real. Even when I was talking about it before, I thought, you're right, time dysmorphia. Nope, it happens. Mm. Yep, for a second there, my face had gotten smaller, and now it's fluffing out. Let's just hope it doesn't happen to my body because I got rid of clothes. Actually, it won't. I won't let it. I didn't put it for all this crap just to gain the weight back. I can't do it. So let's see. They're different, and it's about kids more than gender, says the parent of 3, 4 quirk. I think we attribute things to gender that may not be there. Not that you needed my TED Talk today. No, I appreciate your TED Talk. Are you kidding? I would love to hear from parents. It could be also that Aaron's brought 3 girls up and no boys. So I currently have zero need for highlighters. I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts. Oh, right. Hopefully I find your clothes. The DJ tomorrow to check out my clothes will be, or the DJ will check out my clothes tomorrow, not today. I thought it was today. So I will be emptying out bankers boxes to put stuff in. So I should find your stuff in one of those bankers boxes. So I refuse to let my leg win. Wow. It's warmer up here than I thought. My ice pack is getting cold, warm already. So, it is really good to see you, Cobalt. I haven't seen you in a while. So, well, love that Aaron got excited that someone recognized him doing normal things. It is so cute. It's like, I'm sure the first time it happens to me, I'll be like, yay. Sometimes he's just so funny when he just like, oh my God, people recognize me in the real world. I thought it was cute. Oh, and then someone came on to, came, I guess, on their channel. You have to piggyback on somebody's channel. You don't have a lot of content. Or maybe you need to talk to somebody. So that's the way I look at it. Um, Papa Cat's birthday is tomorrow. He's coming home. He'll be here about, I don't know, late night. And I completely forgot the day because both of my brothers and one of my cousins, maybe two, are all in the teens. So I get they're all, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's like I forget. And so I asked him because I was going to fess up because we were on the phone for 20 minutes last night. So I was like, "Did I miss your birthday?" And he said, "It's tomorrow, Missy. I'll have to go get him a bundt cake." You know, those, what are they? There's a bundt cake store. He loves it. But also, I think I can get him cupcakes. I'll get him tomorrow. Um, but yeah, the bundt cakes rock. And the one thing that Wegovy has done is gotten rid of my like sugar craving for real. So I'm not eating the icing like I used to. I'm actually eating the cake now, which is very weird. So let's see. Oh man, if I ever see one of y'all in the airport or something, I'm gonna be cheesing. I know the just wait, one more picture, one more picture. I can see that. Hi, Nebulous. How'd you like the girl talk yesterday? I bought a black highlighter, so now all my papers are redacted. That's funny. This is how we'll know you get one of our addresses is that you'll send us a letter to say hi, and it'll just be one big black spot, and even your address will be blacked out. I enjoy that a little too much. Eh, Cheesing in the sense of smiling, not running away. Oh no, I actually took it the soul way, cheesing. That's why I said it'll be like, no, no, one more picture, while you're sitting there taking selfies. Remember, East Oakland, I understood that completely from the get-go. If you didn't understand it, why are you saying those things? So I know. Hell, the first time I see somebody I recognize. Actually, no, that was a lie. I didn't do it with Cheryl. Cheryl and I just immediately hugged, but it was quiet. There was nobody there. If I see you guys in an airport, run. Username and everything, you know? I'm going to open a bakery next to nothing bundt cakes called Bunt Holes. It just sells the middle of bundt cakes. You know, if you got nothing but cakes like recipe, you could probably really do that. Because the cake itself, oh my God, it is like if you dropped one on the floor, it would break through. I love those things. I love pound cake. It's one of the weird things. I never made any sense. I love pound cake. That's why when was it the strawberry shortcake? I used to try to get because my mom made it every year. She was totally a strawberry shortcake fiend. So, um, pound cake, homemade whipped cream, strawberries. Sometimes she'd make the glaze, the stuff on the inside for it. And it was like she loved it. And I always try to figure out a way to get the pound cake without all the other crap on it. It was one of the things I didn't like with frosting or whipping cream, and I kept forgetting that. So one of the times that Papa Cat got one, I like doused it in whipped cream, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot I don't like this." But you eat it anyway because you've been taught not to waste food. Oh, I know why my face feels fluffy because of um crew necks. I don't like crew necks. Um, which is no big deal, Dusty, because if this would have been mine, it would have been cut up right after I wore it once. So you'll get to see the integrity once, and then after that, I'm going to cut the neck off. And was it cut the neck off? I think cut the bottom off, and then complain it's too short. Adam sent me a black highlighter OT9 course pack and told me to use a seer stone. With some diviners, right? That's funny. Top of the muffin to y'all. Yes. I love muffin tops. I did that forever when I was a kid. I was always like, because it was one of the cool things because I liked a muffin top when I was a kid, and kids always liked the bottom. And so I was just like, who wants I'm not gonna say it. Who wants this part of the muffin? Gotcha, gotcha. So, a pound cake store called Pound Town. We're all going to hell, Adam, aren't we? It's my grandmother's phrase. She wouldn't say hell. She would say, "You're going there, you know that." I didn't realize it was from her for just until like past a year or two, where I was like, "Oh crap, that's where it's from." Oh, hello, Clark. You already missed my notes. I took notes. I've been carrying around, and I showed this off to my brother. I'm like, "Look, have you ever seen this? It's a landscape clipboard." Ooh. Weirdly enough, it is a lot easier to use than a vertical one, especially at a desk, because you don't have to like move everything to the side just to put it up. I'll stick with that. And the latest um pads I got had thicker paper. KA, do you want the thinner paper ones I have? So probably won't use them. Oh, and I got in trouble with the commune already. I gave away the chalk that I was going to use in San Francisco. Oh, political. Um, I gave it away out front, and already it's miffed somebody in the commune because they write on the benches. They're stone benches. Um, the kids have written on the bench, and she put out a memo that said that, I wish you guys wouldn't do this because I can't sit. That's what happened last time, so I did it accidentally. So, Bruce Banner, because I know what it costs choosing not to become the monster, I've seen what happened when we don't. When we let fear make the decisions for us, Doom's not afraid, not anymore. That's actually perfect. That should actually be said all the time because let's face it, we're run by fear. I would go into that, but ooh, KA, Thursday. Do we get to do Thursday this time? I've actually started watching stuff again. How long as I can take it. I know. And it's not even fountain paper, KA. Fountain pen paper. I think the new ones are. I haven't tried it yet and I don't have one with me. I keep finding, oh, wait a minute, maybe I do. I was going to say, I keep finding fountain pens that need to be refilled. Uh, oh, I have super fine nibs on my fountain pens though. But no, didn't bleed at all. And this is one of the Coecos. Coecos? Is that what it's called? There's a box with their name somewhere around here. Um, they're $20, $30 fountain pens, which is like weird in this world, but fountain pens become a thing in Japan with the kids. So, you can actually get like 5 fountain pens for like $11. It's like really neat. Um, and of course, since I had a fountain pen addiction anyway and never could use them because the nibs were too big or um, I have a fancy one that I can't really use, stuff like that. So when I saw they were coming in for, I think my first Coeco was like $15 because it was on the sale. I think it was this one. Go figure it didn't sell. Ugly. So, and then went downhill from there. And that should scare the goddamn hell out of us. Yes, it should. But it's something we've known forever, Clark. Um, Hell, just go look at Network, the movie alone. It's what I think of nowadays. It's what I thought of as mainstream media was going into the crapper. It was like, just leave me with my was it microwave oven and whatever. I can just, sooner or later someone's going to get assassinated by the SLA on TV. So that's that's from network. They just replaced it with other things. So the Stone Benches is my favorite band after Nazareth. You're having a day, aren't you? You're not making music any better, and you're making Satanism worse. If Satan was my co-pilot, I'd be in the ground all the time. We can do Thursday, but we need to change it to Monday or Tuesday. I'm working Thursday and Fridays now. It's hard also to have a Thursday stream. Okay. We can do Tuesdays. Perfect. I don't want to make it Mondays because remember, I'm in the if you call me by 7, I'll go in. So, to club. So, I was actually surprised I didn't get called in this week. Maybe she's enjoying the clean podium. You could eat off that podium by the time I stop working. I clean everything. And we had a tree come down in the commune. It was very weird. It was like, we don't have teenagers here. Like I said, they do 1 through 5 here and then they move into a better school district. So, I don't know what happened. So yeah, let's do Tuesdays. A pen that cannot be forced to write Ian Rand's The Fountain Pen. That one missed. See if Fuzz likes it and I didn't. And of course I was watching Jen's this afternoon. What was it about? I didn't I was watching it or listening to it while I was taking a shower. So, why does it not have me finish it? Didn't I finish this one? I check Jenna every day now, and now that Aaron's doing it more on a regular basis. Was watching Marilyn's this morning. Um, and you know what? More power to her. If they're gonna sit there and beat up on her, let her fight back. I mean, before it was like monotonous, but it's like it's not monotonous now. I understand, weirdly enough, MLH. It made me understand why people do it. I've always been of the team of when they start being buttheads, just ignore them. But it works in real life. It probably doesn't work as well on the internet. So I don't blame her. I don't blame Aaron. Hell, you know what? If someone's beating up on you constantly on the internet, everybody reaches a point, fight back. But people who are lurking here, please don't do that to me. I have way too many friends who can who could have it. I don't do revenge. So, who can take my stuff down that you put up as fast as you put it up? So, yeah, because I'm not into if you put up something about me, I'm going to put up something about you because I don't care when it comes to that. The only part I care about, I guess, would be a reputation because I wouldn't want someone to think weird of me or wrong of me before they got to see me. And I'm no different um, in real life than I am here. That's sort of the joke to my friends. It's like, well, if you think you really need to talk to me and I'm not answering the phone, which I never do, just hit my live stream. It's just like me. Excuse me. Um, so yeah, it's just like it's nice to not to see her crying anymore because yeah, but unfortunately she probably had to do the same thing I did, which was get your fight reflex up, and it really does make you lose a little bit of your mine, a little bit of my humanity. It did. I knew I had to get slightly colder so I wouldn't be affected by the crap going on last year, and it's not coming down, not while I'm doing this anymore. So, um, I get it. Do whatever makes you, um, your channel, your rules, besides what YouTube tells us not to say, heck a landing there. Um, I don't understand why YT has gone into G-rated. Oh, it's the brother. He would know. He knows everything. Um, unless somebody here has any clue why. So, yeah, it's warm. I've got moisturizer going into my eyes now. Damn it. It's a problem with hooded eyelids, especially when you get older with hooded eyelids. This is why I'm going through eye things constantly because they start, and I barely have any like eye stuff on my eyes. Barely. So, but yeah, it's like I get Marilyn. She was the reason I basically stopped watching the person she was talking about and their partner, ex-partner, um, because she made me realize that this didn't seem right. So I definitely thank her for that. Um, and I wanted to see if anybody, I didn't go on Reddit. Actually, if I ever have a free hour, I'll do it again. But I literally don't do Reddit unless I'm not busy and bored. Um, I wonder how they were just, saying their usual because they love to say that he drinks. Yeah, he drinks. But you can tell. He's not, it's like, no, he didn't drink that. I can tell. Trust me. He was just done. I don't blame him. You know? So, but today at watching him duty, I felt so bad for him. I mean, how hot was it there? And, and then the Scientology guys thinking they would, like shift his boat or something by putting water on it. It's like our crowd is into the twisted logic of it all. I seem to see that we all had sort of the same like attitude. It's like, yeah, put the water on it. It's not going to make a big deal. You're the ones who are going to be taking care of more of the chalk being everywhere than I am. That's what I loved about it. For some reason, my phone won't connect to Reddit anymore, and I'm happier for it. I've been on Reddit since it left 4chan. So, um I don't they're not my primary when I say Reddit, I meant them. The other channels that I watch or go to because Marilyn said it this morning, they have craft channels and everything else. Those are just those channels. Um I always say something that it's like wrong or nasty or mean or whatever when I say Reddit because it has a horrible reputation. It's always had a horrible reputation. Um, it's had a horrible reputation here. I used to do it to lurk, and then I realized it's not that much fun watching people be mean to each other forever. So I think it is off my phone though. I think it was just like, I don't need to do that. I think I took it off when I put Blue Sky on. So, and I'm learning how to say Blue Sky instead of Blue Ski. So the way I read it the first time, it got stuck there. It's like, oh my God. Oh, and if you notice, I have a frame and my club moved to the down right. Somewhere along the way of me trying to, or me doing the pick up, rearrange on my desk, I still had Prism up and this pushed on the keyboard. So it eliminated my first scene and it was going to eliminate my double, my browser scene. But luckily enough, I looked at it and it said, "Do you want to delete browser scene?" I went, "No, cancel." So, but I didn't have one that's just me, and I did try to, um, let's just put it this way, Papa Cat's gonna have to not not even do it. He just needs to show me so I can do it because I did this one. This one didn't suck. It just looks like the TV smaller. And I moved brain fog down because I didn't know how to do the background. So, um, I wanted to change the background from blue too. I'm not a big blue fan. So, there you go with why it looks the way it does today. And it's pretty big. I tried to get it down. I was trying to figure out where to put my face because I'm not centered. No, I'm close to being, nope, I'm off. Okay, I'm off about 3 inches, which I know doesn't seem weird to you guys, but I'm really good at framing things. So that's why it seems off. But I still think my camera needs to be down lower. Mm, I don't like it. I gotta figure something out. I can try it with my new gimbal. I got my new gimbal, and Bex, you're gonna get the other one once I should go film something around the house or something. Um, because yeah, it's flush. The new one. The new one's really cool. I mean, it's the DJI 7P as opposed to the 7. So, it has a little light that attaches to one of the clamps. It's really cute. So, the weird part is I have the lights on clamps that I can use for my new one. And the only reason I don't use it is because I have cases on my phones and I don't take them off because it also helps them from being dropped. So my cases are always too big. That's why I started doing the magnet. No one here is a big blue fan. High fives, nobody. The browser's heat is so over. Why do I keep covering my face? I don't know why. Yeah, I could actually picture like a person sitting in front of their computer, like chest bumping nobody. Hey, he was there a second ago. Like what is it? Harvey. It's a James Stewart movie where he sees a rabbit. I haven't seen it in ages. Of course, it was something I wanted to watch as a kid. Fist bump, Adam Carmona. Yes, fist bump, fist bump. Um, only recently, like in the last year, have I learned what a fist bump was for. I didn't realize it was the casual interpretation of a handshake. So because once I started going out more, I would try to shake people's hand and they would go like this. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I know what it's for. It's not just a goofy zebra thing that they're doing to, puff up. So that was the one thing also watching the cop videos about pulling people over and, because they have like obnoxious Karens and they have entitled teens. And it's like, wow, that generation is really interesting. Um, Definite lack of humanity, compassion, all of those things put together because narcissism, lots of narcissism. It's like, wow, I thought the millennials were the participation trophy crowd, but they don't live up to it like the Zebros, unfortunately. So it's like definitely have to start figuring out psychology of Zebros because I see a lot more of them when college starts. And I would love to be able to at least talk to them instead of sitting there looking at them. Last year I did some of the, huh? So it's going to be funny if I had to start watching like Zebro programs, not the guys that had Orange Balloon come in because they have a lack of, um, manliness, which doesn't make any sense. Um, Somebody once said that they were just mad they didn't have girlfriends, and it's like, you know, if a guy is on YouTube and making a lot of, like, subscriptions, I bet you he still gets girlfriends. So, it's just very weird. Um, oh, now I know why it shouldn't be down there. Oh, whoops. Okay, I'll have to move it again. I forgot. That's where the chat is. There we go. Hi, Cricket. Yeah, I was just about to get off, I think, 9 minutes. So how are you doing? All right. You guys are hilarious. So I'm checking to see. I have 8 watching. Wow, it's a slow day. It did get under my skin when Scott said I had a great channel, but didn't know what to do with it. I Not like anything major, but it made the cogs in my head turn, which is a good thing because I thought I was also sitting in my laurels by that point. So he said this a couple of months ago, and it was like, yeah, but what? Um, can't all be there about personality. So I don't know. I've got to figure something out because also I've lost a couple of my numbers and I should have realized that my numbers only by like 3 or 4, but I should have realized my numbers are going down because Papa Cat tells me when they're going up. So he hadn't. I asked him last night. I'm like, "What are my numbers like?" I was playing dragons and he told me and I was like, "Oh, so there is a algorithm with Papa Cat that if my numbers stay static or don't move or go down, he doesn't talk about it." And I know it's not about numbers, but I just want to make it slightly more interesting, especially if I'm going to be stuck here because of my leg. I'm okay, was out for dinner with brother. Ah, cool. Yes, I'm appreciating my brother here. Don't let that get under your skin. You're doing fine. Thank you, KA. I like that the club is a weird place. Everyone can let their freak flag fly. Be weird. I didn't mean like making it formal. I just meant making it a little bit more interesting. I don't know. Um, or it hasn't been let's face it, having Natalie gone is really weird for me because I was definitely using her to get ideas for Scientology to go wherever else I could work on after that because she went live before I woke up. So it was really easy watching her and then going to other things. I have to learn how to motivate my own darn self now. Um, Which I'm behind on, I guess, because I guess there are probably a lot of channels I don't know about. So maybe your old jibby jab era changed things from formally into due to social distancing mandates. Yes. Ah, stewardess, I speak jive. It seems like. But yes, they'll never get rid of the freak flag. It can't. I, Hi, Zippy. I haven't seen you in ages, and now you like my bundle. Ah, I know, I miss Natalie too, and I keep thinking she ain't coming back. Winter, maybe. She'll be back for winter, maybe, but she got a life and she's happy, and that's what really freaking counts for her right now. Totally. Um, so when my good brain is working, it's like it's thinking, you go, girl, you do what you have to do. We were great. We were there for when we need you, you needed us. And then when I'm being bratty, I'm like, "Ah, I miss you. I'm gonna rename my squirrel." My squirrel's always gonna be named Natalie. So, hi Zippy, I saw you on Lisa earlier. How's she doing? It was so great to see her out there in downtown Portland. I'm sorry I only came in at last minute. Lisa, which Lisa? Also, the brain fog doesn't help. That's why I started taking notes. I should just start taking down notes and things that I think of. I haven't learned how to do that one yet, and I should because having the brother here this week has been. Thank you, Cricket. This is the preliminary one that Dusty did for me. Mine, he was working on yesterday, which is Majorly Black, but this one's going to go to Papa Cat after. Um, Lisa, who's Lisa? Lisa lives in the anti-cult jam. That's funny. Do I have a Lisa? She sounded great, was downtown to meet some hiking friends, and she's about to embark on a 50-mile hike. Oh, Lisa's day off. Okay. Wrong one. I might just like I have two keyboards up here for short and long nails. I might just make one, which is this one, and then three, which is the little one. So, ah. So I subscribed. Everybody subscribed too. Fuzz put up the link. Yay. Okay, cool. So yeah, go subscribe. She's got more subscribers than me. That's the mood I'm in today. It's like, my leg hurts. Oh well, get over it. And the girls are sleeping because the girls had more cat food in one hour than they probably had in a year. So, and back to my butt again. 10 minutes on, 30 minutes off. It did help yesterday. Um, Now I'm looking at Lisa's YouTube site. It's like, she is really cool. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I'll watch something after this. 5'2" senior citizen who does insane distance hikes, sometimes by herself. Oh my God, she's one of those. So she's as stubborn as the rest of us. I love it. Lisa used to protest with me in Portland until the unmentionable happened. Ah, okay. I was going to say, you guys should find a mission. Never mind. Frickin' Oregon, which I will be there this time next year for sure. Even if it's by myself at that point. My Ralph Wiggum's breath smells like Ralph Wiggum's food. It's from my mother. I married her as a kid. So she actually did it on her right. So I got it from oh seven. The smart thing for me to do was to take another drink and forget the whole mess. That being the obviously smart thing to do, I called Eddie Mars and told him I was coming down to Los Olindas that evening to talk to him. That was how smart I was. I know, I should start reading Project 2025 on Old Tifa. Because yes, now that you notice the past like week, it's been coming out funny. It's because I was super aware of it. And now today I've been just like, okay. Ah, you're being cute. Pictures. Put it as your thumbnail for a couple of days, Professor. So, okay, I've hit an hour. I'm actually starting to get a headache. Ow, aw, hound dogs are my faves. My favorite, believe it or not, are pit bulls, and I didn't know, and I love them. I call them velvet dogs so people don't freak out. Raymond Chandler. Oh, okay. Then I must have read it. I read Raymond Chandler when I was a teenager. Two summers, eh? Third time is the charm. Oh, you do that. This is the second summer we've known each other. Can you believe it? No, totally. Oh my God. Wow. Yes, what was last year? Oh, last year's was the election. That's why. I remember that. So yeah, the third summer's a shoe-in. But no, we want to go up there anyway because I do want to see my aunt. Um, she has MS, but she's on something that's doing really good. She's doing a trial on something that's she said is doing really good, which is great. She's one of my favorite aunts. Actually, all my aunts up there were my favorite. I've got a pitty and a retriever. My hound passed last year. I'm sorry, Zippy. You've got a pitty and a retriever. Pit bulls are my favorite. Unfortunately, I promised my dad I wouldn't get one. I understand. A lot of people are afraid of them for no reason. Sort of like the same way they were afraid of Doberman Pinschers. Now everybody thinks Dobermans are freaking big chihuahuas. Okay. So, that and responsible owners now, unless they previously got them that way, they don't do anything to their ears or their tails. So, I called them Lucy's forever because a friend of mine had a pit bull named Lucy. She was the most hilarious thing. My friend would have barbecues and Lucy would be hanging out in her bedroom, just bouncing off the bed, and a friend of ours would be playing with her like crazy. Huge pity smile, bounce, 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 bounce. It was hilarious. So I used to call all the other ones Lucy's, which weirdly enough, and you would probably understand this, um, Zippy, is that a pseudonym for your dog is probably a really great thing. When I tell people what, because they look at me like, why are you calling it Lucy? And I tell people why I call it Lucy. Big old smile. And they're like, wow. And when Lucy passed, I started calling them velvet dogs. So, because also that's a big range to be afraid of because it's not just, it's the whole sort of pit bull terrier thing that people are afraid of. And so it's like, I just call them all velvet dogs. They'd be so fun to have because I wouldn't have to groom it. Probably have to wash it a lot. But the muzzle of the Luger looked like the mouth of the Second Street Tunnel, but I didn't move. Not being bulletproof is an idea I had to get used to. Ooh. They were friends. Who were friends? Ah, ah. That unmentionable? Yes, that unmentionable. Hello, E1. Hello, Rib Daddy. In November? You mean last year, the election in November? Yes. Everybody saying hi to Rib Daddy. Could I be any more surprised? What am I missing? Oh, Raymond Chandler and Raymond Monica made a good partnership. See, it's really easy to get me lost sometimes. You can email me, Professor. Let's call it personality conflicts. Oh, yeah. I call her a terrier if I don't want to discuss the pit bull thing. Velvet dog. Try velvet dog. It works every single time and it makes people like you smile because I'm also the one that just immediately just goes, oh my God, like this. After I always ask, can I pet your dog? And you can tell some people are like, you don't know what this is. It's just that furtive look. And I go, I know. And then I'll just start petting the dog and making it smile. And they're just, wow. So, yeah, we need to get them off of the hit list because they're freaking lap dogs. They just look like that. But they're the sweetest things on the planet. I keep seeing my reminder to email you. Why is it sheep? I'm sheepish. Ah, thank you, Daddy. Can I take you and Papa Cat to dinner? I'm celebrating finishing the spreadsheet part of my taxes. Maybe next week. Um, because Papa Cat comes home on Wednesday and he's DJing all weekend, if I remember right. So, which is hilarious because he's got a DJ the next day. The promoter's coming back and he's DJing that night. The older we get, the more we all get I gotta prove I'm not. So thank you. Thank you, Rib Daddy, for my $5. That's awesome. I shall. Yeah. See, it's such a great metaphor for them, a velvet dog, because that's what it feels like. It feels like, or suede, but suede is like from a cow, so it's not really, but velvet dog works. So, that, and you can always say when they smile, they're smiling because you can tell when they smile. They are so cute when they smile. So, Staffordshire Terrier is the pit bull rebrand. Yep. And they've been so, luckily they haven't been like inbred like crazy. They've been sort of outbred. Um, a couple of days I was asking what it was because, I go, I know, but what are they? And then it's like four or five different things because they're getting them at shelters. Because people have finally gotten out of the stigma that if they grow up mean, they'll always be mean. No, no dog will be like that. So you have to just learn how to handle and retrain a dog. So, but it was one of the dogs that people got during COVID. So, unfortunately, the shelters have a lot of them, but now at least they're letting them be rehomed. They used to just put them down. So, I guess enough people have realized that is all just, you know, fake news. I hate that phrase, but it's the truth. So, this is so cute. Yes, thank you. My terror is only 20 pounds, but he has a bite like a 10-foot alligator. You've got a mini? I want a mini velvet dog so bad because my dad couldn't complain if I showed up with this Chihuahua size mini, but I also am worried about like if it's in too much inbreeding or something. That's why I want a Pomsky. No, I don't make any sense. I realize this. Ah, they are intense like that, Clark. I know. He's 10 pounds, I swear, as he's hanging from your finger with a smile going, what? What? I mean, he's not a pity, just an ordinary terrier. I call him a terrorist. Yep. Say cake news instead. Yes. I have to go find it. There's got to be somewhere on like SCTV or Saturday Night Live where they have a phrase for that. Mine is American Terrier, tall and lean and all bronze, 68 pounds of bone and muscle. Wow. And mine's like a little baby. I'm surprised there aren't more videos like they have of huskies where somebody's always carrying their husky or chasing their husky. The same thing with velvet dogs. There's gotta be. I've seen enough of them like lounging on the couch like this. Um, but I haven't seen any like blooper reels with them yet. There are tons of them for huskies. So you spent yesterday with a depressed dachshund. Is that your like um I want to say spirit dog, but it's not. Is that the one you take care of? Aw. It's so hard when dogs get depressed too. You can feel it. I can't help it. SCTV was great without the laugh track. Yes, very much so. Didn't appreciate them when I was a kid as much as I appreciated them when I was in my 20s. So it took a long time. The Italian Husky in YouTube is the best. There's also a couple of Huskies in like, I want to say Thailand or something. And it proves that their coat keeps them from either direction because this one husky keeps getting into someone's front yard. But you can tell it's like some Southeast Asian country. Well, I am going to do Spiesel Kama for a well-deserved dinner and a beer. I will fight the neighbor. Oh, that was for today. I'm sorry, sweetie. Yes, enjoy Spiegelkammer. It's our local German restaurant. So my niece's dog Tuck, he has pancreatitis. Oh, poor baby. And yes, that's the one I was thinking of. So yes, Rib Guy, have a great dinner. Have a I want to say schnitzel, but it's not a schnitzel. It's a or have some German potato salad. They actually are for real, like German too. So it's really interesting. Cambodian elephants are crazy. They are, Adam. So don't even go there. I watch um There's an African cam that I watch that's around where elephants show up. I like elephants, I can't help it, which really sucks for the, other thing. Be right back. Antique fair, of course. His name is Hector. No, it wasn't that name when I got him. And he sits in Papa Cat's room because it's like, I know what what elephants are supposed to be, but it's like, and I got him for like nothing, but he's like in perfect freaking condition. What have they been doing lately? I guess weirdly enough, I think the older people have been passing and their children are selling their estates. So he was from an estate sale, and they mostly get re sold at places like the antique fair. There's one I think in somewhere in Marin. I want to say Larkspur, and I think there's another one like Napa. So that's where I got Hector. I don't know why he wound up being Hector. I don't know anything or anybody with a Hector. So, uh-oh, we're by ourselves. I know. It's like I have to do it at least once, but I probably should have been walking anyway because that sort of hurt to get up from there. Um, oh, cabbage rolls for me. Ah, Cindy and Peter said it, but train the new owners well. Oh, they sold it. Okay. Same cooks. Okay. Yeah. Um, Harry's has cabbage rolls. So I get them from there. My mom used to make them. My mother had a German aunt. So it's like the house was very international. Sucks for what other thing? The owl of Minerva flies at dusk. Cheetah cubs are so cute, and when they grow up, they chirp like birdies. Oh my God. I have that channel, don't I? There was was it a cheetah or a leopard? I think it was a cheetah at a sanctuary. They take them to have them have their kittens and keep them around for a little while and then let them go. Um, so not enough time to get diverted. Um, Hector Elephantanzo. It's hard to find true flea markets here. I'd love to have a flea market. They're fun. They actually closed one, but it's being rated. They're opening it up on their own somewhere else in somebody else's parking lot that's given them permission in Berkeley. There's the antique fair. San Jose is still open. San Jose is huge, but supposedly the owner is trying to sell it to a developer. So me, me and Papa Cat need to go that one of these days when I can walk again. Um, Cabbage Roll Harry is my favorite balloon tart. Oh, Hegel, no. Oh, and I'm supposed to explain part of my life is that I petted a white tiger when I was a kid, a white tiger kitten, and supposedly petting a white tiger is supposed to give you luck for your whole life. I wouldn't actually be surprised if it has. Had the weirdest life. So I love cabbage rolls. Now I'm gonna have to find a recipe. Thanks, Ripkai. I'm trying to think. No, no, my mother never made a recipe box, and she should have, because she did make cabbage rolls. It's the only time I would eat cabbage. No, that's a lie. She used to put my filling in a little uh bread pan, a little bitty pan, so I didn't have to eat the cabbage. Cheetahs get along with humans because we're too big to eat and too slow to outrun them. We're just hairless, pale, friendly apes to them. What? Yes, we dialectician. Dialectican. Okay. I got that one. Okay. So now I'm going to go. I managed to see it's a California thing. Now I'm going to go. Now I'm going to go. Pretty sure that cheetah could kill me, Clark. I would probably really bland them. Okay. Now I'm really going to go. So I will see you guys all tomorrow, probably from here, because I've got to go drive to the city and back to go pick up Papa Cat 'cause he's coming in at SFO. And I can't not walk around SFO. It's my favorite place in the world sometimes. So I will see you guys all tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Have a good night, everybody. And Adam. Ciao, Bellas.